We are anonymous. We speak when truth is buried under spin and scripted narratives. We are the signal beneath the noise. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Tonight, we expose the turmoil inside the U.S. Congress, where a revolt is brewing against their own leader, Speaker MAGA Mike Johnson, and the man they once revered, Donald Trump.
Compromise on something around healthcare subsidies to end this thing?
They want to give 1 They have a deal. We have a deal. We just want an extension. And the reason we want an extension is because you can't make a deal with these people. They're lunatics. They've gone crazy. They're crazed people.
Multiple discharge petitions are circulating, signaling a rebellion within MAGA. One of these petitions, pushed by Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, calls for a vote to ban insider stock trading by Congress members, including MAGA Republicans. It's a survival tactic, not a moral stance. The major conflict centers around Affordable Care Act, ACA, subsidies. Two competing petitions propose extending these subsidies, one by MAGA Republican Brian Fitzpatrick, extending tax credits for 2 years with new eligibility requirements, and another by Congresswoman Jen Kiggins and Democrat Josh Gothamer, proposing a 1-year extension to prevent a catastrophic collapse. Democrats are pushing for at least a 3-year extension, willing to vote for any solution to keep people alive. However, Mike Johnson refuses to bring any vote to the floor.
With so many pressing issues on our plate, just very frustratingly to us, the Democrats are delaying that work even further with a political show vote. They're forcing a political show vote on the because they've spent so much time, the Democrats have,
prioritizing control over people's lives. Some MAGA members are starting to voice their concerns. Brian Fitzpatrick openly criticized his party's lack of a health care plan, stating that doing nothing is not an option. Senator Josh Hawley echoed this, emphasizing the human cost of failing to address health care for 24 million Americans. Despite this, Johnson remains evasive.
So if he doesn't act, are you willing to sign on to the discharge petition that Representative Fitzpatrick is circulating?
I would certainly consider it, yeah. I mean, I think that if the House leadership refuses to, give us an opportunity to vote on something that is overwhelmingly supported by the vast majority of the American people, and I believe by a strong majority of our conference, then we can't rule anything out.
The Democrats are the ones who actually put Obamacare in place. It's not our responsibility to fix Obamacare. They broke it. They should fix it.
Refusing to answer questions about extending ACA subsidies. Behind closed doors, Johnson presented a vague PowerPoint instead of a concrete plan, leaving members confused and demanding answers on extending the ACA subsidies. With discharge petitions gaining traction, they could force a vote if they gather enough signatures, but the timeline is tight. Meanwhile, pressure is mounting for accountability regarding military actions and the release of footage related to a recent attack. Republicans, like Senator Tom Tillis, are calling for transparency, asserting that withholding information suggests something to hide. Everyday Americans are suffering. A home care worker shared her story, emphasizing that the ACA saved her life when she had no insurance due to pre-existing conditions. She called out Republicans for being in power and responsible for making decisions about extending tax credits.
They want $1.5 trillion for health care. If we do that, it will jeopardize the health care of... So we're not going to do that.
As real lives hang in the balance, Johnson continues to evade responsibility. When confronted about Trump's racist remarks, he rationalized them instead of condemning them, revealing his loyalty to Trump over truth. In a sign of panic, some MAGA members are signing multiple discharge petitions, indicating a desperate attempt to distance themselves from the fallout. But House rules mean that even if the necessary signatures are gathered, the ACA subsidies will still expire, as there are not enough legislative days left to avoid disaster. This situation isn't accidental. It's by design. They are running out the clock, pretending to care while placing blame elsewhere. This is the moment Trump feared. a rebellion not grounded in morality, but in fear of the voters and the consequences of their actions. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. And we will not be silenced.